They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but you definitely can try to see it in one. Rome is a city famous for its ancient monuments, religious heritage, and cultural influence. It is also known as the Eternal City, the City of Seven Hills, and the capital of the world. Over 7 million people visit Rome on an annual basis. In this video, I will share 9 of the top reasons why. We start with the Colosseum, the iconic symbol of Rome and one of the most impressive ancient monuments in the world. The Colosseum is the largest ancient amphitheater ever built and is still the largest standing amphitheater in the world. Built by the Flavian emperors between 72 and 96 AD, it was used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles such as animal hunts, executions, and dramas based on Roman mythology. It could hold an estimated 50 to 80,000 spectators at various points in its history. The Colosseum is a symbol of Imperial Rome and is one of Rome's most popular tourist attractions, so definitely is a must-see when you visit the ancient city. Next up is the Palatine Hill, the most central of the 7 hills of Rome and the legendary birthplace of Romulus and Remus, the founders of the city. It is one of the oldest parts of Rome and was considered one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the city. As it has ruins dating back to 753 BC, it is one of the most important archaeological sites in Rome. The hill contains the ruins of many luxurious palaces of the Roman aristocracy and emperors. It also offers a great view of the Roman Forum, which is where we are headed next. The Roman Forum was the heart of ancient Rome and the center of its political, social, and religious life. It was the site of many of the city's most imposing temples and monuments. A few of the surviving structures in the Roman Forum include the Temple of Saturn, dedicated to the god of agriculture and wealth, the Temple of Vesta, where the sacred fire of Rome was kept by the Vestal Virgins, priestesses who vowed to remain chaste for at least 30 years, the Arch of Septimius Severus, a triumphal arch built in 203 CE to celebrate the victories of Emperor Septimius Severus and his sons over the Parthians, and the Basilica of Maxentius, the largest building in the Forum, used as a court of law and a venue for public events. You can expect to spend several hours at the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill, taking in the sights and reflecting on the history of the two places. Up next is the Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore, one of the 4 major basilicas in Rome and a masterpiece of Baroque architecture. This church dates back to the 5th century and its construction was financed by order of Pope Sixtus III. It is one of the 7 pilgrim churches in Rome and was built on the site where the Virgin Mary appeared in a dream to Pope Liberius. We now head to the Vatican City, the Papal Enclave and the world's smallest country. There we visit St. Peter's Basilica, one of the Catholic Church's holiest temples and an important pilgrimage site. Built between 1506 and 1626, it was designed by several renowned architects, including Michelangelo and Carlo Maderno. It is considered the largest church in the world and is built over the tomb of St. Peter, the first pope of the Catholic Church. From St. Peter's Basilica, you can enter the Vatican Museums, one of the largest and most visited museum complexes in the world. Pope Julius II founded the museums in the early 16th century, and they contain roughly 70,000 works, of which about 20,000 are on display. The museums display some of the most important and valuable collections of art, archaeology, history, and culture in the world, collected by the popes over the centuries. Here you can find a vast collection of artworks from different periods and cultures, ranging from ancient Egyptian statues to modern paintings. Highlights of the Vatican Museums include sections such as the Gallery of Maps, the Pinacoteca, with paintings by Leonardo da Vinci, Caravaggio, Raphael, and others. The Pio Clementine Museum, with ancient sculptures and mosaics. The Gregorian Egyptian Museum, with artifacts from ancient Egypt. The Raphael Rooms, and of course, the Sistine Chapel, which some say is the highlight of the highlight. Cappella Sistina, otherwise known as the Sistine Chapel, named after Pope Sixtus IV, its founder, is mostly known for being the space where the cardinals meet for conclave when electing a new pope. What is equally fascinating is the chapel's impressive ceiling and walls painted by Michelangelo. The paintings on the ceiling and wall depict scenes from Genesis and the Last Judgment. Very impressive. Tempio di Minerva Medica. This is a ruined building that was once part of an ancient Roman complex dedicated to healing. It dates back to the early 4th century when it was mistakenly named after Minerva Medica, a goddess associated with medicine. As a football fan, one place to visit is the Stadio Olimpico, which is the largest sports facility in Rome, with capacity for over 70,000 spectators. Built for the 1960 Summer Olympics, it is the home of two rival football clubs, Lazio and Roma, and it has hosted many memorable events such as the 1990 World Cup final and the 2009 Champions League final. In my drone video of Rome, you probably have seen the footage of Roma Termini, the largest train station in the city. Roma Tiburtina is the second largest railway station in Rome and a major hub for both high-speed and regional trains. You can catch trains to other destinations in Italy, such as Florence, Venice, and even Paris. And if you do visit these other destinations, feel free to check out my videos on top things to do in those cities. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Rome like I did. Please leave a comment below and see you next time.